Hi, this is Sumit and welcome back to Knowledge Modulation's new video. In this video, we are going to learn some new things or some interesting point about the networking. That how we can resolve some networking issue or what are the common networking issues we are facing in our day-to-day life. The first and most important, the IP conflict. If you are working in a small organization, then only you might face this kind of issue because in large organization we have already implemented solution. What is the issue? Like if you are assigning some static IPs to systems and it get conflict, like if you are assigning one IP address 192.168.0 dot something and same IP address you are assigning to another system, so it happens only due to the human errors. Like if I am providing the manual IP addresses and I don't have any sheet to maintain or Excel sheet or database to maintain this IP list, and by mistake I have assigned or any IT person assigned the same IP address to the another device, then those two systems are getting conflict. Like those two systems are getting alternate IP addresses, and system or our router DSCP networking devices are getting confused that on which system we have to provide these packets. We call this issue as a IP conflict, and to remove such a conflict we have to either implement the DHCP solution, or in your organization it's very small and you don't have that DHCP, then in that scenario you can maintain some database, and inside that database you can mention the IP addresses along with the system host name. Like that you can manage. Or the standard solution is the DHCP. By using DHCP, you can enable DHCP on your router, and then it will directly auto assign the IP addresses, and you will not face IP conflict issue at all in your organization or in your network. The second issue or the second point we can consider as a slow network speed. It is very common that we are facing slow network issue or slowness in our network. So there might be multiple reasons causes this slow internet. The first one is the bandwidth. We will try from the upper side. That is the bandwidth. If your organization have the limited bandwidth internet connectivity, and number of users and limit of uses is very high beyond that bandwidth, then might be network slowness issue is there. So how we can resolve it was check bandwidth utilization. They are PRTG, MRTG graph, which is provided by your service provider. On that, you can check your link that how it is utilized, that bandwidth utilization. There are many tools as well to check the utilization. And after that, we come to the next part, that is the cabling part. Due to the old cables, right now we have a latest generation of CAT cables. When we set up any office, that time we uses the cable whatever versions that might be old, and due to that you will face the slow network issue like cat 3, cat 4, cat 5 also older now. So if you have that kind of cables, then obviously internet will be getting slower. The next part is if you have the wireless connectivity as well, you have access points and the Wi-Fi routers installed, then also you have to check the channeling part. There is some channels that 2, 6, 11, that 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, which channel we are using, which frequency we are using, depends on that how we can set the channelization to reduce the interference, and you will not face any disturbance on your wireless network. So this kind of things you have to take care. Even though your routers and switches, if they are getting older, then you have to replace it. So these all things can cause the slowness in your internet connectivity. The third one is DNS problem. That is, you are not able to reach to the particular website, or sometimes your internet connectivity is not working properly. DNS issue, DNS resolution issue kind of error you will be able to see on your screen. So why it is showing? Because your system is not able to resolve that particular DNS. So how we can find that? In large organization, obviously they have their own DNS servers where they have their private DNS to route within their organization and to connect outside the organization as well. But in small organization we don't have such kind of DNS setup. So in that scenario, we have to provide the default DNS, that 8.8.8.a or the Cloudflare's DNS 1.1.1.1, so that it can route properly to the DNS. It's just because of the improper network configuration we might face the DNS configuration issue. Second option is we have to, even though sometimes we set up all these things properly, but still we are not able to reach to the particular website. So we have to flush our DNS cache. That in common our Windows system there is simple command ipconfig space slash flush DNS. So by flushing the DNS, we can just clear its sketchy and we are trying to reach to the website again, and it might works. The next issue we could face, everybody could face this issue till their entire career, that is limited network connectivity. So what happens, sometimes your networking cables or the devices are not working properly due to the various conditions, like connecting cable, that is RJ45 connector, or your cat cable is broken down, or sometimes a router is stuck, it is hang condition. So in that scenario we have to restart our routers and we have to check or replace our cables as well. Also there might be another cause for this error or issue, that misconfigured network configuration, like we have provided some different IP addresses previously and again we are trying to connect with the different network. So might be it is showing you the limited access even though with the Wi-Fi wrong password, or if password is getting changed and you didn't change it on your device. So that scenario also you may face this kind of issue. The next one is wireless signal issue. So what happens, sometimes you are not able to connect wireless router or access point, etc. Basically the signal, wireless signal you are able to see in your system, it is getting connected, sometimes it is showing the poor connection. So what are the possible reasons, that you are sitting far away from your access point or the router, so that you have very poor connectivity to your system or device. So you have to move closer to the wireless routers or devices. And as a IT engineer prospect, you can check this with the Wi-Fi signal analyzer, how much stronger signal is. You can just download any application, Wi-Fi signal analyzer, any application in your mobile or the wireless device, and you can just move around to your access points or your organization or the office area, so that you can analyze that which area you are getting the strong signal or the weaker signal. So you can analyze it very quickly or easily. Also in offices there are multiple partitions, multiple cabins. One of the best blocker for network connectivity or the wireless signal is the glass walls. Glass partitions, cabin to cabin, can reduce the amount of signal reaching to your system. These are the also measurable factors which can affect on your Wi-Fi strength. So you have to implement, you can try some another solutions, like small Wi-Fi routers you can place inside the cabins within the different rooms, like that, to reduce such interferences. Also you can shift to the multiple dual band signals like 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, so that whichever devices in that particular area can getting the better signal quality. This can be precautionary measures or the workaround you can use to reduce your wireless network issues. The next one is unstable connection. So in unstable connection you are not able to connect continuously to your network. Sometimes it's getting disconnected, disconnecting again. So there is no any stability in your network. So in that scenario what might be happen with your router is that it is getting heated, or it is not in such an area that it can work properly. It means that this networking devices should be placed at the clean and cool place. If it is not getting placed in such an area, then it may affect or it may degrade performance. So what happened, that it is not able to work properly in that environment, that's heat environment or the dusty environment. So you have to check whether it is in proper environment or not. And the second part is its firmware updates. If you are missing its firmware update, then might be again it is the one of the cause of this performance issue. So you have to upgrade its firmware as well to just deal with this kind of issues. Again the next part is router overheating. As I mentioned in my previous point, that if it is not placed in the proper environment, that is cool and the clean environment, then it causes some disturbance in our networking or the network signal. So we have to place it in proper way, in such a way that it should work properly. The next issue is cannot connect to the specific website. Multiple times when we are working, we are not able to connect to the particular website. If you know that you are able to connect to the another website, but this particular website is not getting connected, then what are the issues? This comes under the troubleshooting part, how you can troubleshoot it. I will just guide you how you can troubleshoot it. You can just try to connect it with different network. If you have any alternate network, you can check it with different network whether it is reachable or not. Or to do so, if you don't have any alternate connectivity, you can use the VPN and you can check whether it is blocked with within your network with the proper region or not, or you can just select the different region within that VPN, and you can trace out whether it is blocked in your region only or it is completely down. Also, there are multiple commands, so by using that you can check whether the website is live or not. Also, there are some security tools like firewall or elastic if you are using in your environment organization, that you can check whether it is getting blocked at your firewall side, router side, or it is getting site itself is down. So that things comes under the troubleshooting. By using these 3 to 4 steps, you can find out easily that whether this website is blocked for only you or it is down. Also, I will mention one more point. You can clear your browser's cache and you can try to reach out that particular website, or you can use the different browser as well. Sometimes you may set some configuration inside your browser settings. Due to that also, it is showing that you are not able to connect to the particular website. So you can try the different web browsers, or you can just clear your browser's cache and you can try to reach to the website again. The next issue you might face is the network configuration issue. This kind of issue occurs only when you are configuring a new device or a new system comes in your organization or in your department, and you are trying to configure it, and by any chance it gets misconfigured, then only you may face this kind of issue. So network misconfiguration means what? Wrong IP addresses, net mask, or the gateways, or the DNS kind of things. So these things can lead to this kind of issue. Again, I am just repeating, if you are not using the DHCP, then only you may face this kind of issue. And if you have the DHCP and if you have the different algorithms that auto connect with your network, you have the DHCP, you have the AE DNS servers, then might be there are another different methods to connect to the network that may leads to this issue, like security authentication. You have to install the proper certificates to your laptop, your profile should be configured correctly, and everything that is connected with the AD, DHCP and DNS server, then only you will be able to connect to the network. Otherwise, you will face such kind of issues. Then the next one is high latency. So high latency means it is taking too much time to reach to the particular website. So why this is happens? Due to the lack of the connectivity, maybe your cable is not proper, or you have to switch to the closer to the wireless access points so that you can get the better connectivity and you will get the result quickly. Also, you can check the VPN whether you are getting delay to connect to the particular site within your region or it is overall issue. So you can check with that using VPN with different regions inside the VPN. The next one is the firewall issue. Maybe sometimes various sites are getting blocked at your site, so that you are not able to connect to the particular sites, and most of the rules are getting created inside the firewall so that it is getting blocked. So you have to check whether your firewall configured properly or not, that particular sites or servers are allowed on your firewall or not. Also, there are specific ports which needs to be allowed on your firewall, then only you will be able to reach to the particular website or the sites. So you have to check that configuration by using the different applications like Elasticsearch and everything if you have in your organization. Otherwise, traceroute or the different commands are there for the Windows and the Linux. By using that, you can check whether the ports are getting blocked or it is allowed on your network or firewall or not, and accordingly you can take necessary actions. The next one is, and one of the important point from the networking perspective, is packet loss. Due to the packet loss, you may face very bad internet connectivity experience, that you are not able to reach to the particular website, you are not able to see that particular website, even that images and etc. You are, it is not loading properly. So why this is happen? Because you don't have the proper connectivity. Again, we are discussing the network point, so everything is related to networks at the end, but to reach to the particular point, how we can troubleshoot it, that is the question. So again, it comes with transportation parts like Ethernet connectivity. You have to check your Ethernet cables and the wireless access points as well, so that whether they have the proper connectivity to end users device or not, and accordingly you can just minimize the packet loss. Sometimes needs to replace your routers and switches as well to get the proper connectivity. Due to the older versions and the older firmwares, older cables, older hardware, it may give you the bad performances, so you have to replace these devices as well in worst condition. So guys, this is the most important issues you are facing in your day-to-day life, and this is how you can deal with them, that by using such kind of techniques, or the we can say workarounds, you can just try to minimize such kind of issues and deal with them. I hope you like this video, and to get such informations related networking, servers, and the technology, just stay connected with this knowledge modulation. And if you like this video, please hit like, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, and we will meet in next video. Till that time, bye bye.